5 at the back. Really?
That game was dead, man. Honestly, man. I was that.
Have you just woke up?
Man, I just woke up, but I was dead, man.
Close at the end though.
It was, wasn't it? I mean,
Bit nervy.
He's a vital part of the system, and he's a team player, and he played his part tonight, and he got a goal.
He's good, but the positions that he takes up is awful.
If we didn't play him, I don't think we would have won, and I don't think we would have gone through. So I think it's down to Mkhitaryan at the end of the day.
yes, lads. So 1-0 today. Not the greatest performance. Do you feel like we sent us out there with 5 or 3 at the back because he's felt, don't lose this game, we're all tired, we played with 10 men the other day, or is that an excuse for another bad performance at home?
Nah, to be honest, I think we are Manchester United, and Rostov, I've never heard of them before. So today, when I seen that lineup, it was like we had 3 central defenders in the team today. So I was thinking we could have done a bit of more attacking display with an attacking lineup. And even last game against Chelsea, it was Jones. It reminded me of like the Barcelona Real Madrid days where he's just disrupt the play, and we didn't go there to win at all. And today as well, it was quite flat. No, it wasn't exciting, and I'm quite surprised that no one mentioned Zlatan today, because he
Tom did.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear it. I wasn't there, but still, I feel like sometimes he's not a team player. So there were times where he could have.
I know which one you're on about, that one for Mickey.
I know. It's not just that one game. I've seen other games, and I mean, where he doesn't give them the pass, and he tries to do it all on his own. And I think everyone tries to give him the ball as well. Like every time they try to give him the ball, and it prevents other players trying to be intuitive on their own as well. So yeah, it was a quite good game, but still, we might get Lyon in the next round, which is quite.
What do you want? Do you care?
No, I don't really care right now, because we're on 2 fronts right now. We're on 2 fronts in the Premier League. We still got to go away to Tottenham City and Arsenal, and
Chelsea at home.
Yeah, Chelsea at home. Well, all those games we could drop points, but still I'm quite like optimistic about it. Yeah, right now.
You still believe it?
Yeah, I believe every time, but that game was dead, man. Honestly, man. I was that.
Have you just woke up?
Man, I just woke up, but I was dead, man. Literally, man. I'm serious, man. There was no fluidity in that team, you know what I mean? Pogba was trying too hard, you know what I mean? There was no width, there was no pace in the team. It was just awful, man. I don't know what was up, man. Maybe the Chelsea hangover, too many games, maybe, but mate, that was dead game. But at the end, job done, innit? You know what I mean?
Is that all that matters today?
Do you know what? All that matters, mate. You can play with the flair football, you can do all that sort of stuff, but you know, at the end of the day, we just get the job done, go through to the next round.
Who's your man of the match today?
Man of the match, yeah. I don't know, you know. Maybe I give it to Kwamata, because he's always the one that's, trying to find the ball, trying to create stuff, you know what I mean? Other than that, mate, Kwamata, give it in, man. Yeah, man.
What was you going to say?
Yeah, I just want to wrap it up by saying, basically.
He's back!
Yeah. Basically, I was just going to say, basically, Pogba right now, he's injured, but I'm really curious about how we're going to play. Like, the team, they might play better without Pogba in the team, so I'm quite curious how that's going to go in the next 2 games, perhaps. So
I think it's gonna show people just how important Pogba has been to us.
We need a player who complements Pogba. I think you need someone like, like a Kante kind of player that we missed out on. We need someone who's just going to sit there and let Pogba do his stuff. Right now, we don't have that person. Herrera, I don't know, man. I love the guy. I love Herrera, but I don't know what's his position. What does he offer? I know he's got that bite, tenacity and all that stuff. He needs to find his position. We need a person who's going to complement Pogba, free him the space, and and let him thrive. You know what I mean? But right now, he's restricted. You see him playing near the centre half. You need to let him go do what he's got to do, and then we need to find that person basically. And this is going to be the key summer window for Jose Mourinho. I don't think it's going to be the striker. It's going to be the centre mid. Someone's going to complement Pogba and try let him free up and do his thing. You know what I mean? Because we know he's world class. You just need to find a person who's going to help him do that. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, man,
Hi guys, Adam here. I'm with Andy. We're outside Old Trafford, 1-0 against Rostov today. Mata with the crucial goal. Firstly, let's talk about Juan Mata. Crucial goal from him today. The first player into double figures apart from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Apparently he was going to leave at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's all lies now, isn't he? He's a vital part of the system, and he's a team player, and he played his part tonight and he got a goal. I thought the performance was a little bit jaded. They had 3 good chances. He had really 3 good chances, and Romero did cracking saves. That last one at the end as well. clip the bar, but we got the job done on the draws tomorrow, and hopefully sets us up for the road to Sweden.
You're still confident about us getting there? Because I mean, that performance wasn't confidence-filling, was it?
We made a pub side a little bit good, and it should have been a bit more. Rashford should have come on with a bit more pace, and
He was about
Lingard,
to come on just before Mata scored.
he should have come on a little bit earlier, after the goal. It was just a frustrating that, but we got the job done. It was like in the group stages.
Do you think that Monday game, down to 10 men, few of the players that played there played today, do you think that could have played any part in it? A bit of tiredness in the legs?
Can't have excuses.
Or am I making excuses?
Excuses, it's the schedule in it, TV slots and all that, and games. We're here now because of what happened last season when winning the FA Cup, but now we're out of the FA Cup, unfortunately, and we have to make the best of the situation now.
Is this our number one priority this season?
No, top 4 qualification, because we've got games in hand. After we've got Borough Sunday, we've got to stay in touch with the top 4. Man City are playing Liverpool, points to be dropped there. We can close the gap with games in hand. I'm still confident we'll finish going in that Palace game, top 4, and we know what to do.
What did you make of Pogba's performance before he went off injured today?
A little bit hot and cold, but yeah, he had some good touches. He made a cracking tackle in the first half. Before that, he had 2 sloppy passes, but he's injured. Maybe a timeout now. Not playing Sunday. I don't know how bad the injury is.
No Herrera. If you're looking at no Zlatan, no Herrera, who was suspended, and then he's gone off with a hamstring injury, likely to be out again.
Injuries are playing crucial parts now, so I think between now and the end of the season, some of the other players need to step up now, really step up, because our main players are injured and no excuses.
Some people have said they wanted Pogba out for a while, out of the team. Could this be a blessing in disguise, or will we miss him?
I think it'll be a blessing in disguise, because the other players have got to step up, because he's been our playmaker all season.
But Herrera's injured, Basti's injured. Have we got enough? Fellaini come on and did very well today, but this is Rostov.
Fellaini, Middlesbrough Sunday, it's for Fellaini's type of game. Look, they've just sacked the manager today. And you know what a team does when they've sacked the manager? They perform, don't they? They perform. They raise the game, and it's if they raise the game all season, they don't want to sack the manager, but they'll raise the game Sunday. We're going to have a game on our hands.
I'm here with John, guys. United have beaten Rostov 1-0. Job done, just.
Job done, mate, yeah. Close at the end, though.
It was, wasn't it? I mean,
bit nervy.
1 goal and we would have went to extra time. Did you think it would be that close today?
Not really, no. I thought 4-0, mate, to be fair.
Why do you think it was so close?
Bit of nerves. Not really, no, to be fair. Bit nervous.
A few injuries today as well.
Well, yeah, but still think we got enough there, but I think nerves set in a bit.
Should we really be nervous against this kind of opposition?
Not really, no. Definitely not.
Does it maybe show how important we're treating this competition? That
yeah, well, we need to, don't we, really, don't we? Because, you know what I mean, finish 5th and don't win this, no Champions League, is it?
Pogba went off injured today. How do you see? Could it be a little blessing in disguise? Maybe there's been a lot of people saying he should be out of the team, but I'm worried now for that game against Middlesbrough. No Herrera, no Pogba.
I am, yeah, but to be fair, he hasn't done that bad, has he? You know, give him, you know what I mean, everybody gets on his back a bit, but he is only young, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
24.
Yeah, and at Chelsea game, he wasn't shocking, was he? He did well. We went Chelsea away. If you watch the whole game, he was there or thereabouts. He wasn't excuse me, French.
How do you see us going now? Last day, other Europa?
No. I think we can win it. I think we can win it, and I think we can still finish 4th.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah.
And what have you made of Jose's first season?
He'll have done enough if we finish 4th, and if we get Champions League football, he'll have done enough.
And you're confident for the years ahead?
Will he stay that long?
See how it goes, eh?
3 years. Usually does 3, doesn't he? We'll see. Never know.
Nice one, John. Thank you. Hi guys, Adam here. I'm with Will. Will, 1-0 against Rostov today. Did we deserve that, firstly?
Yes, we definitely did. I think the way we played, I think the only thing that made us didn't deserve it was probably Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think he sort of lacked in that spark that he's had. I think it's this maybe ban that it's kind of lost him his spark. Like in the final third, he were as attacking minded as he normally is. But I think one matter in the attacking third, and also Mkhitaryan, they had that spark, they had that kind of flair that gave our team the sort of push over the victory line.
Do you think it was down to Mata and Mickey then, yeah?
Yeah, but if I had to pick between the two, I would say it's more Mkhitaryan because it was running down that right wing, it was bossing the midfield, it was bossing the attack, it was sort of like all over the pitch tonight. And I think if we didn't play him, I don't think we would have won, and I don't think we would have gone through. So I think it's down to Mkhitaryan at the end of the day.
A player that we had to take off at Chelsea as well, unfortunately. So he obviously benefited from a little bit of rest in that game. Do you think the lack of a performance was because of that Chelsea game? Maybe a little bit of tiredness? Or am I making excuses, Will?
I think you're making excuses, but I think Jose Mourinho in that Chelsea game thought, right, I'm going to save Henrik Mkhitaryan till Rostov and give him his spark, kind of rest him so that he still has his spark. So I think that's why he's rested in, and I think it was a pretty good decision by Jose.
Herrera, Pogba likely to be out, and Zlatan definitely out of the game against Borough. Are you worried?
Not at all. I don't think after Zlatan, Herrera and Pogba's performance tonight, I don't think we will miss them one bit. I think Fellaini, as soon as he came on, he took to the game, he bossed the game, he stood aside Mkhitaryan in their role as leading.
Man of the match, Mickey?
Mickey, yeah.
You've not mentioned Mata, who got a goal?
I don't think he had as much of a flame and a spark as Mkhitaryan. I think he was that little bit slower, not that quick and as responsive.
Are you getting paid every time you say spark and flair?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And what about Romero's save?
Yeah, that was a cracking save. If he hadn't saved that, we would probably still be in that stadium right behind me, playing extra time, which would be very, very nerve-wracking.
Cheers, Will, you legend.
It was all flat. Everyone was flat. There wasn't really the most exciting thing was when Marwan come on. Jesus Christ! Chest, rainbow flick. See you later. No, the whole performance was flat. There was no real standout players. You know, you probably give the man of the match to someone like Mata or someone like Rojo because of their average performance. But some of the Ibrahimovic frustrates me so much because I think there was a time in the first half where 3 crosses came into the box and he wasn't there. If he acts all this big physical man, if you look at all his headers that he scored, they've all come to him. He's not bullied 2 or 3 defenders off. You know, he bullied Font and he bullied Morgan, but that's just one defender. He's not pushed his way through 2 or 3 to bullet it in the back of the net. The balls just fell to him, and I think he's good, but the positions that he takes up is awful. And you can't blame it on fitness because he's dropping back to the Michael Carrick role, spraying balls about. But he just stay up front. Just stay. You've got Pogba to do that, and that cramps Pogba because then Pogba gets given the ball in a position he didn't want it, and he panics, loses the ball, and they get a break. But if Ibrahimovic sorts his position out, then we will do well because if he just stays away from the midfield, we can play our football. But 5 at the back, really?
Is that the future?
Well,
second time this week?
Well, yeah, but I'm shocked. We all said, I think you was all saying in the preview, Blind at CDM, and you chuck Blind at left wing back, like, and then Jones comes on. Jones goes left wing back. What's that? Rojo's next to him. Oh my God, it's like one of the worst nights I've ever seen here. You know, actually, but at least we're through. That's all I was gonna say. Yeah.
Tom's buzzing. Ad, what are you saying?
Yeah, same. Just flat, really flat. I think the players just went through the motions a little bit after Pogba got taken off. They just switched off, and it took that save that Romero had to pull out to kind of kick them into gear, and they got the goal and sat back again. It was just one of them nights. We're just glad to get through, really. Nothing more, nothing less, to be honest.
We're in the last 8 now. Is the Europa League the best way into the Champions League for us?
I wouldn't say it's the best way. I think it's the way we've got control over it.
The easiest way.
I'd say it's the way we have control. It's most in our hands to do it because obviously we can go out and play the football in it, but the top 4 we have to rely on other teams to drop out to get in. It's a way we can get in because, you know, theoretically you don't have to win all your games to get in, but it's the one that's most in our control, and I think we should stay in it and give it our best to the end of the season, see where it takes us, to be honest.
Yes, lad. What did you make of it?
What did I make of it? It was dead, didn't it?
Why is everyone so depressed today?
It was flat. Did you not see it?
I did, yeah.
There you go. What we were doing, yeah, when we needed to be simple, we were overcomplicating it, and when we needed to be intricate, we were being too predictable. It was like we didn't know what to do. We saw that we were miles better than them, but we just couldn't string.
I think it's
passes
because
together.
Rostov stuck 10 men behind the ball.
No, I think it's because we weren't good enough.
And we've had to deal with teams a lot over the last couple of months, like that Old Trafford, where we failed to win.
Look, what we've noticed here this season is we've had our best performances when we've managed to find space out of nowhere. I think back to that Reading game here, 4-0. We had less possession that game against Reading, and we managed to get those through balls into Rashford, use his pace, get the space on. But when it comes to breaking teams down, well, we can't do it. We don't have the patience, we don't have the commitment at times, and Zlatan pisses you off every game.
We were lacking some serious pace out there today as well. Do you think we missed the likes of Rashford and Marshall?
I think we missed Marshall, yeah, definitely. Rashford to me is a bench player. I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that, but I think we missed Marshall, especially on that left. Blind, it always took him an age to get up. Shaw wasn't in the squad, don't know why. But yeah, we lacked serious pace, but we also, I don't think that was the main issue today. We lacked combination play, we lacked passing, one-touch passing and not losing the ball like we were at all times. Yeah, that's all it was.
He's buzzing. What did you make of it, mate?
We knew it would be difficult breaking them down defensively. I know people are going to think that the game was boring, we couldn't break teams down or anything, but we saw it when we went to Rostov. They played like 3 to 5 at the back. We knew that it would be a struggle to break these teams down, but we still got the job done. We know that not every team is going to go a typical, say, 4-3-3 or 4-5-1 formation and you can break it down simple. They will play defensive because they want to get far as competition. Rostov, are the only ones ever heard of them, and with them playing defensively, they know that their method of play could help them advance this competition. So, even though we took time breaking them down, we still got through. So we shouldn't be worrying or complaining so we can't break teams down when we are doing our job, even without some of our star players like Martial.
Usman, 1-0 against Rostov today. Not the greatest performance. We're through to the last 8. Are you happy about that or overall frustrated at the performance?
First things first, obviously you got to be happy with getting through to the last 8. You know, we saw what happened in the last couple of days with other sort of Premier League teams, so to speak, you know, battling it in Champions League. But overall with the performance, I don't think the system suits us at all. You know, we're playing a similar system to Chelsea and they have the personnel to play that system. You know, today when I saw Blind in the team, I actually thought he was playing 4-3-3 with Blind and CDM.
That's what I thought.
And I've been saying I want Blind and CDM because he can actually read the play and obviously intercept the ball. So a bit similar to Carrick as well. But with Blind, left wing back, it just doesn't work. You saw Valencia giving us the width, but on the opposite side of the field, there was no width whatsoever. When Blind gets up to support the forwards or and Herrera or whoever's playing in the middle of the park, by the time he gets there, the defender's already set up to obviously, you know, avoid the cross. It's too slow. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the times in the middle of the park, the ball was just going side to side. It was too slow. There was no movement off the ball. The ball was just moving too slowly as well. So, not happy with the performance. But like the previous guy said, at the end of the day, sometimes it's just about getting through, isn't it? Really, I suppose.
Confident we can go further in this competition. We're in the last 8 now. Do you think we're favourites for this? Or?
Well, is it Lyon that got through over on it? Yeah. Well, they're the only team that I actually rate. Obviously, they've got Depay, but minus them, there's not anyone like on paper, anyways, that you look at and you think, no, they should have threatened us. Because if you were to have any of those teams in the Champions League group, you think, oh, we've got an easy group. So I feel like I'd be, you know, sort of hypocritical if I was saying, oh, we've got a lot of competition going into the last stages of the competition, so we should be favourites, but it just depends with the sort of Thursday, Sunday sort of, you know, if they can balance it. It was, like you said in some of your previous videos, Josie doesn't seem to rotate the squad, which is, you know, we've got another couple of injuries today as well, which I'm a bit worried about, to be honest.
Thank you very much, bro.
No worries, Adam.
Nice one, man.